This month on Shop Talk,
2, 3, 4. That's good.
Sam, you're a guy that walks around day to day with a song in your heart. Is that true?
One could say that, yeah.
You're musically inclined.
I have a little background in music. I was in marching band when I was a high schooler, and then I played some piano.
Oh, you're multi-talented. Are you showing off now?
Yeah, exactly.
So we're going to talk about jingles today, and we're going to talk about commercials that you feel represent the very best of that specific art form.
Okay.
So Sam, what makes a good jingle?
I think it's a very subjective topic, what makes a good jingle, but I think that for our purposes today, there's the longevity. So has it been around for a while and is it still playing? Popularity, how do a lot of people know about this? And third, is it not awful? And that's a big one, because a lot of jingles are pretty awful.
All right, so let's start with number 3, Sam.
Okay, say you walk into a grocery store, you walk into the coffee aisle, and you notice that one coffee that's been around for a long time, and then what song comes to mind?
The theme song from Dirty Dancing?
I'm not saying everywhere you go, just the grocery store.
Sorry.
It's the Folgers song. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. It's just such an American staple. Everyone knows it. It may not be their coffee of choice, but also how many other coffee brands have a jingle tied to them.
But isn't it interesting that Folgers recently is trying to move away from that jingle with Joan Jett and the Blackhearts?
That's true, but if you listen to those commercials, you still hear it faintly in the background. They play it like elevator music, and then they transition to Joan Jett because they're trying to be new. They're not your grandma's coffee anymore. But I think that's a temporary Band-Aid. I think what's going to happen is they're going to go back to the jingle because it's always going to be associated with the brand.
You always find your way home, don't you, Sam?
You do.
Yeah. All right, Sam, what's number 2?
All right, number 2. This one's probably a safer call, but we hear it so often, and it's the State Farm jingle. So, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Did you know who wrote that song originally?
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah. No, it was Barry Manilow. In 1971, before he made it big, he had a thing where he wrote jingles.
Wow.
State Farm is there.
It's a song that is perfect for that brand. Wherever you are, if you're on the highway, your home, the song embodies trust and care just like a neighbor. And it's just such a simple jingle now. They've lost the words. Now you hear it as a tag at the end of every commercial. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da. And
It's more of a mnemonic now.
Yeah, just a nice cherry on top.
All right, what's number 1? What's the winner?
Okay, so number 1 may not come as a surprise to anyone, but it is the McDonald's I'm Lovin' It jingle. In the early 2000s, they were hitting sort of a sales slump. Their stock was tanking, and so they ditched the clown, and they came up with a campaign that resonated globally. And they did that by reaching out to a bunch of different agencies around the world. A German company actually came up with the I'm Lovin' It tagline, and then they outsourced some music company called Mona Davis, who came up with the 5-note jingle that is all too familiar to us now.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
There it is. And then they reached out to Justin Timberlake to sing the, I guess I'll call it theme song. They leaked the track out to the public so that it would gain some traction. And then McDonald's says, oh, that was actually our single.
Surprise, have a Big Mac.
Come have a Big Mac. And so that's how that started. Now Justin Timberlake says that they paid him $6 million for that song, yet McDonald's stock jacked up 25%. And so he could have made millions upon millions for that.
No, he's not strapped for cash. He's doing okay.
Yeah.
No tears for JT. So Sam, Meow Mix did not make the cut, I noticed.
They did not. Do you know why?
No.
They didn't make any of the prerequisites I set in the beginning.
Why?
Awful song.
How dare you, sir?
That song died years ago.
It's still happening.
Hey, but it is popular, so just, it made 1 out of 3.
You hate cats. Well, that's this month's Shop Talk. If you like what you heard, leave us a comment. Tell us what jingles you love. And hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.